Happy New Year, darling. Okay, I'll stop. Well. It's a new year and I want to do a prompt journal. So, guess what? Here I am. And I had started doing a prompt journal. Let me show you what I had before. I did a prompt a day where I filled in, I had all these little prompts and I filled in. I did this in my group and I really liked it because when I got done with it at the end of the year, it said a little bit about me. And, I really enjoyed it. There's a flip through of this. Anyway, we don't need to go back through that. But I thought I would do it a little different this time. And I would put it, hang on, I'm trying to find myself. There I am. I have this journal that I absolutely love. I need to move you guys up perhaps. Hold on. We're gonna go up and away. Hey Diane. Okay, sorry, we're gonna go way up here. That way I can get this journal under here. But anyway, I have this journal that I had made. It's the spirit of winter. So I want to do winter prompts. And so I went through a million. Okay, maybe not. Close to. But I came up with a list. And, if anybody wants me to write them down for you and do it, there's so many prompts on the page, but this is what I came up with. I didn't come up with it. I redid it from this, and I've mixed them up because I wanted to do like yesterday, today. So, and I renamed them. So therefore, there you go. Whatever. Anyway, I did come up with my own little prompts, and I'm going to put them in there. Welcome in, everyone. Glad you're here. So the way I'm going to start is I'm going to do this. I was thinking about, I wanted to say a little bit about me, so not just be a bland little journal. So when I was young, my mama, oh my goodness, we did not have a New Year's Day that we did not have the Black Eyed Peas. And we always watched the Rose Parade, so I went and printed off a copy of that. But before all that came about, we have December 31st, New Year's Eve, which was last night. So I thought we either would shoot off fireworks or we would go honk the horn. And I tried to find more of a child's hand. I think it's a small woman's hand. And then I cut out little words that says New York, New Year's. So I'm going to do 2 pages today. And if I can get this out of my way, I have other stuff over here. I have fluffies. Oh, my coffee's in the way. I'm loving my coffee. Okay, so anyway, this is just a wintry journal. And I was going to use this page, but I don't think I can because I need it to kind of scooch across. How is everybody today? Did you guys have a happy New Year night? I hope. Oh, that's too low, so I got to go up on this. I could cut this off, but I don't want to. I kind of want to have it crinkle over to this page. So I'm just going to do this to make sure it gets down in there a little bit. Yep, we should at least try to get it straightish. It's not going to fit 100%, but that's all right. It's quite all right. I'm going to use me some rubber cement. This is going to drive me crazy. Let me get my, oh, hang on. I have me a keep it open thing. There you go. There you go. Am I even in frame? Now I'm not in frame. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to rock y'all's world. Sorry. Okay, I like to use, of course, rubber cement. It's acid free. And it doesn't make your page all, gnarly. However, I do like to do the edges with real, whatever you call it, art glitter glue. So we're going to do this, and I'm going to squish it down. So I was thinking about this. There's so many of us that do not use our journals once we have made them. And I like to use my journals. I don't always hold on. We're going to squish it in there off of this page a little. Hopefully that's, look how crooked that is. Don't care. Don't care. But I use my journals, and the more I've used my journals, the more I've enjoyed them, because they, you know, I have children, so I want to pass on, you know, memories that I've already forgotten that my mother told me, and that kind of thing. That way it's coming from the horse's mouth. Hi, Miss Connie. Oh, I forgot to tell everybody to come in. I need to go get down here. There. Stop rocking, y'all. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Anyway, I forgot to do the add everyone and go tell everybody. So if somebody do that for me, I'd love you forever, but that's all right if you don't. It's fine too. I don't care. I'm just going to be creating today. I want to create, and instead of making journals and making ephemera, I decided it was my thing that I wanted to do. All right, so I think that I need to figure this out here. Hold on. Happy New Year! So part of this needs to be, I don't want to cover my pretty picture. I could put this up here because this is part of New Year's Eve, and then we move on to New Year's Day, and I could cut this off and put that like there. That would be all right if I chop that off. And then I want to write on it a little bit and do a little bit of other stuff like that. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to write what we did, because we always, as children, you know, most of the time I didn't do fireworks until I was out of my parents' house, because, you know, I don't think they could afford fireworks, or, you know, who's going to see them? We lived out in the boondocks, so, you know, there was that too. Once in a while, you know, us kids didn't get to stay up too late after midnight. So it was pretty much, they let us go honk the horn, and then we would go inside and have to go to bed. So there was that. Hold on. I need to squish it over. It's not going to work otherwise. What did you guys do for New Year's? Tell me about your New Year Eve party. Did y'all party? Did y'all just get to sleep before it was time to wake up? Or you got to midnight, did the kiss, and went on? Called the kids. I was kind of surprised. My nephew was the first to message me, and I didn't want to. I kind of thought one daughter told me she was dying. Kids wanted to stay up, and she was dying. And the other one has a smaller child, so therefore she was telling me that it was, I figured she probably wasn't staying up, but it always is her husband's birthday too, you know. So I think that she or he, I don't know, might stay up. Anyway. All right, I think I want to cut off this edge here. Hi, Elizabeth. How are you? Hi, TT. That didn't sound right. Hi, T. Ha. Smooching off to bed. Yeah. Claudine and I stayed up. We were powering through. We did. We powered through till 1 o'clock. Then I got my smooch and went to bed. I don't know. Do you guys like that? I don't know. Woo! I'm a warm girl now. All right, we're just, oh, this pot of peas looks like it goes this way. I don't know why it makes a difference, but it does now. So there you go. I'm going to chop it off, and I'm going to stick it over here, and then we're going to play decorate it up. I'm going to do that. Who has black-eyed peas still to this day on New Year's Day? because of superstition. My mom was so superstitious. Oh my goodness. And my aunt would call and say, "Are you having black eyed peas?" My daughter still does it. I think it's so cute. I love it. I love it. She will make a, and I only know where she got it from. I don't, I would do it. Because if I didn't, my mom would have a heart attack. Like, you gotta have black eyed peas. I don't do it anymore. Mom's gone, so I don't do it anymore. I think that's kind of funny. But maybe my youngest remembers that or something. I don't know. Who knows? If I make black eyed peas, I'm be the only one eating them because my honey don't like them. So therefore, I'm not gonna make them for myself. Why? I think, do I need to go around this edge? Yeah, I do. I know T had to go to bed early. She was gotten to work today. How was work? Was it just the best day ever? You guys are kind of quiet over here. Are you sleeping? Stayed up too late. Now you gotta sleep. You heard of that, but you never did it. Yeah. My young years, we always did it. So, I don't know. I liked it. I thought it was kind of fun to have cornbread and black-eyed peas. And if we didn't have any, my aunt would haul her little self over to our house. And she'd bring us some. She'd make sure that we had some because she didn't want no bad luck, But I don't think we had to worry about that. Mom would make sure we did because my mom was pretty superstitious. Who else's moms was superstitious? Or are you superstitious? Ooh, let's hear it. That's kind of fun. I'm not superstitious, but if I were to be superstitious, the only thing that I would be superstitious about would be the bird in the house and 3 people die, because it seems like that's happened a couple times. And so we had me and my husband had a wood stove, and evidently we were renting. It had a cap on top, and it did not have a cap on top. Did I say it had a cap on top? Anyway, it did not have a cap on top. And so a bird came down, and there wasn't any way to get it out except to open the thing, or let it die in there, and we weren't going to do that. So we opened it up, opened all the doors, forgot about closing the windows, or we had a big front window. You don't believe in them? Yeah, so we closed the big front window. I need a sip of coffee, y'all. Hey, see, it's not taking effect on me. Ha ha. And so we ended up having to close the gate. Not the gate, the gate to the window. What's it called? Drapes. There, that's what it's called, drapes. We had to do that. So I'm going to put these on, and I cut out these little silly words or letters. I have a whole little thing, but I didn't want me to blow them away before I had them, so I put them over here in this little compartment so they wouldn't go anywhere till I got them on my page. So don't let me lose them now. And I'm just going to put New Year's instead of New Year's. Oh, man. Did your mama believe in them, though? Your mom and my mom are pretty similar, so it wouldn't surprise me if she did. Because, and I don't care about not the awkwardness. It being off. It does not have to be oh, would you look at that? It just went all over. It's fine. It'll come off. Maybe. We'll get my glue. Oh no! What happened? We'll get my glue eraser. I found it. Sit back down. Okay, there we go. My mom, some of the superstitions that I remember: walking under a ladder. My dear mother actually, we lived on kind of, it was like probably 10 minutes to go around the other direction, and a black cat went in front of her car, and she turned that car around and went the other way. And I'm like, what are you doing? And she's like, I'm not going past that black cat. It's not going to cross my path. I know. See there? Yeah, my mom would not do that. We could never have a bird in the house. Absolutely not. Wouldn't happen. And let's see. Can't walk under a ladder. I'm going to leave that all crookedy. Should I go here? Or keep going? I think I'll go down on this side here, just for fun. Well, definitely, don't know why that's not the case around our place, because, we had that conversation. Okay, I'm wiping off some of that glue so it's not going to be all yucky. I don't know. Did you guys make any New Year's resolution, or do we not do that? I don't do it anymore. I could. I should. I might. I don't know. I thought about it. I thought about making me, oh, phooey. Thought about making me a list of goals, because, I have these same old things that have been hanging out for year after year with crafting, and some of them are, I have not, I have bought all these like dies and stamps and stuff, and I haven't organized them yet. I haven't finished organizing the ones I just purchased. And then I have so many digitals that I have not completed organizing the way I do my organization. So there's that. My first husband's grandmother was very superstitious. She would freak if you rocked her. Oh, yeah, the rocking chair. You don't make a bed together. Oh, my goodness. My mother would take her fingers off the bed if you tried to even touch the sheet. That did not happen. You do it or I do it. That's what she'd always say. You do it or I do it. I'm like, well, you do it. I'm not going to do it. Since you gave me the option. That was her problem, right? She gave me the option. That's funny. Oh, you can't step over a person. That was my mama. Can't step over a person, because that person will die or something will happen to them. Yeah. Boy. I can't even remember half of what she used to say. They'll come to me if you spit them out, and I'll say, oh, yeah, I remember. Okay. Where's my fine? I kind of want to, I have this little fine tip liner. This is just acrylic paint in here. Oh, another thing that my mama did was, and this might have been just a fun thing. I don't know if it was, it wasn't really a superstition, but you'd name, if you ever had a sleepover, you'd have the four corners of the room. I wonder, I probably should put some sticky icky on these too. So if you're young, no, that ain't gonna work. If you have a sleepover, you have the four corners of the room, you name them before you go to sleep, and whichever one you're facing when you wake up is, I don't know where I want to put these. Maybe I'll put them over here. Is who you're going to marry. That's like kid stuff, kid fun. My mom always tried to make sleepovers and stuff fun. And even if we woke up, we would pretend we didn't wake up to get the one that we wanted to marry, you know. I'm going to go this direction. I'm going to do the purple next, I think. I probably should have mixed them up. No New Year's resolutions, huh, guys? I just think this kind of makes it pop a little bit. Should I put some? I think I might put, I don't know, I might put some right here. I was trying to think how I could jazz it up a little bit. I'm just going to pop it there. I have a file folder that is like about ready to bust open with so many digital kits that I've bought that I need to file. And so that's my goal, is to file them little puppies. So I thought I'd write that in my little, you know, make me a goal list. I think I'll do 3 down here too. And then I'm going to just write on it. Why not? I have these. I need to use them. Anything that's a sticker, we got to use them. You know, if it's a sticker or if it's a washi or if it's whatever, we got to use them. Use them or lose them. You don't do them anymore. I used to do them all the time, but I don't do them anymore either. But I was thinking about it just because. Ooh, let's move you down a little bit, make you kind of off. All right, there's that. And I think if you guys do a little writing in your journal, you might enjoy it. You should give it a whirl and try it. I think I'm gonna, like, I don't know what I'm gonna do here. This, oh, I shouldn't have done this yet, because that's going to take time to dry. Why did I do that? I was saving my paint for last, and then I just screwed up, so now I have to dry it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I was going to add more, but now I don't know that I want to. Hang on. I'm going to get me a white pen. A Jelly Roll. Hold on. I don't know which one I want. A 10. I kind of want to put, while it's drying over here, let me make sure it's going to work first. Y'all couldn't see it, but it is. Oh, this is kind of, that is not going to work either. It's going to be too slick. Maybe I should do this later. Dang it. Childhood memories. I'll have to go back over it, I guess, because it's going to be, the paper's kind of slick. I have a laser printer. I'll think of the word. Give me a minute. All these silly ads. Sorry. That would be a good New Year's resolution, to write down stuff in a journal. This is peeling the paint off as I'm going over it a second time. There we go. I think I'm going to leave it like that and go back and later write what this means, so that can dry, because I don't want to take the time. I have another page I want to do. Hold on. I'm going to plug in my thing because I unplugged it yesterday. This should dry fairly quick. Sorry for the noise. It's probably not that noisy, but just in case. I don't want to smush the paint and have paint everywhere. I'm going to do a snow page is what I'm going to do. And my machine's about ready to die too, so there's that. This is dry. I don't know if this is dry. Oh, that might not be dry. Nope, that ain't dry. Here, if I block it off so it backfires back, maybe that would help. I don't want to melt these little dots either, though, you know? Sorry for the noise. I don't know if it's dry. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a piece of parchment in betwixt. And I don't know if I want to go back and do this page. Probably not. I think I'm going to go forward and do another page. And it just is, I hope it's not smearing. Here, I'm going to clamp that in so it doesn't go nowhere. So I have a snow theme thing going. I'm going to sled, and I like to sled, and I like, there. That way it doesn't move on me back and forth. All right. So for my next one, I have, you guys remember Wonder Bread? Yeah. And the snow boots that we had to wear our Wonder Bread sacks. So I thought I would do this whole little thing here like that. I thought that would be cute. And I have a sled here, and I have that vintage picture, and I also have some snowflakes, these snowflakes here that I thought I would use. So let me see where room is going to leave me. I counted up these pages, and there's about 30, a little 32, I don't know. But, you know, I might add stuff later on. So I thought, why not? All right. So there's the vintage picture of a little boy out playing in the snow, shoveling for mommy. And I like that. And then I don't know if I want to use the Wonder Bread sign or just the Wonder Bread. And maybe have like this and then the boots on, or, you know, something along these lines. Leave room to write, maybe. This is blurry. That's why I don't care for it. It was an image off the internet, and the lady was holding it here. She was holding this bread, but that's still blurry too. This one isn't, so I like it better. But I kind of wanted to do, maybe I should put a circle around this so we know that this is not part of that picture. Hang on. Let me find maybe a black dot, or maybe a blue dot. Blue might be pretty. Hang on. I'm going to grab a big punch. Not that big. I don't know. This might be too big. Maybe not. See, the blue matches kind of, doesn't it? I decided I needed a 1-inch scallop punch. That's what I decided. See, I thought that might look cute, like off center here. And then I could journal about it, right? And put snow days. Leave room to write. I kind of like that. Gotta love this good old What did we call these? Moon boots. That's what we called them. Moon boots. They were not warm at all. Not at all. But they sure were the sale of the day. You know, they were cheap. Cheap, cheap, cheap. I guess is why we had them. I don't know. I bought them for my kids. I don't know if this was what we used when we were young. We just had shoes. I don't remember having boots. But this reminds me of my children, so therefore, that's why I'm going with that. Okay, I'm going to do this. I don't know. Should I put a border behind this? Maybe might be pretty. Let me do that. I could do the blue behind that too, and that would bring it up. Make it pop a little bit. I kind of like that. Let me find a cutter. About right there will be good. Snap. Snap, snap. So what'd you guys do for New Year's Eve? Did anybody do anything, go anywhere, or just stayed home like us old crafters do? We're past those years, I suppose. All right, I'm going to put this on here. This needs to be there. And then I need another one over here. There. That way I can work easier. Easier, better. I still got coffee grounds in my coffee. And it came out of the coffee maker. I knew it. Oh, this might change the color of the other side. Oh well, it'll look more, you know, vintage. Won't it? It sure will, Joy. Oops. Love using this, actually. Okay. Had pizza. My honey talked about having pizza tonight. I have leftovers still, so I'm like, we need to eat leftovers. He doesn't have any leftovers. He already ate his for lunch. So see, I eat breakfast when he's eating lunch, so we don't work. We don't work together. We have a little bit of, he likes to get up early and, well, our kitty demands it. Let's just say that. Okay, there we go. These fragile pages, I like to use the rubber cement. I'm gonna put this over here. Mine is still be alive to see many more New Years. There you go. That's a good one. I'll agree to that one. Absolutely agree to that one. Uh-oh. Let's put that over that. And then I'll put this up here. I'm going to put this like there and this like here. I think, you know, I'm just going to use, I am going to do another video. I got me, for the first time, you guys, some, and I know everybody's done it except for Joy, but I haven't, and so I am going to do a little live on that too. I bought freezer paper. I've been hearing about it, you know, for like, oh, I forgot. I've got to get this on there. I got to scoot this over. Goodness. Joy, joy, joy. Anyway, I got my freezer paper for the first time the other day, and I was having a blast with it. I was like, let's do this. Let's do that. Oh, boy, I can do this. So, yeah, it was lots of fun. I was trying everything, anything, and some things worked great, some things didn't work as good. So I wanted to do a little video just kind of sharing that little bit of knowledge that I learned. All right, we're going to put a sled right there and hope that it works. Let me get something. I want a hard surface under it, hard soft surface under it. So when I stamp, it'll at least stamp a little better than I hope it won't. So here's the deal. If I stamp it and I don't like it, I can always stamp over it, right? I think I'm going to leave it not on the block, maybe. Oh, I almost lost my snow days. Darn it. Okay. I'm going to use this die. It's scrapbook.com's die. And I like it. If you don't use it on the acrylic block, you might be able to get a better print when you're... I should put it down here. Of course, it's sticky. Oh. Oh, I didn't get the corner up there. Can I do it? No! It's okay, I'll write it in. It'll be fine. It will be fine. I'll lay that over there for the moment. Let's get a pen and write it in, because, you know, we can't live that way without. It says sled. I have to get quiet because, you know, there's that. There. Look at there. Look at there. Look at there, she says. You know, on dyed stuff, it really sometimes just doesn't make a good print because of the dye that's on here. So we're going to just make it look a little bit better. Just a smidge. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, guys, if you like what you see. And if you want to see more, subscribe, ring the bell. Okay, I'm back to this. I'm gonna do snow days. Oh, how about up here? That'll be fun. I gotta leave myself room. Nope, nope. I got to do, hold on. We can get rid of this. I'm gonna keep the snow days and look at my snowflakes, because you know you gotta have 1 through 5. So I'm going to do a few snowflakes, see where they land. And then, ooh, look how shiny, pretty they are. Should we do some blue ones? Or should we do all, oops, to bring out the blue over here? Oh. Oh, that might stay if I leave it right there. Hang on. And then I have this color blue too, just for fun. Or I should do white. I don't know. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I think I want to do white. Let's see what white looks like. And is that one different? I think is this one different? I don't know which one's different. I think that one is the different one. Let me look. Yeah, that one's different. Yeah, I kind of like the white. You guys like the white? And then I can write about snow days. I'm going to write in between and all around just because I can. And I did bring some white paint to splatter with, but I don't know if I really want to do that. Oh, where's Snow Days going to go? I think Snow Days could go right there. Or yeah, I'm going to put it right there. Yeah, I can still write around it. It's fine. Get this done. You guys are quiet. Did you fall asleep? What's the plan for the new year? Are you guys going to be cleaning? Or are you going to be procrastinating? Or do you have a holiday planned? Vacation already? Our vacation, today's my and my honey's anniversary, so our little trip got screwed up because of our snow that we have here. So anyway, we were going on a trip and a blizzard showed up. Good old blizzards. Darn them, darn them. I don't like all this little stuff here. All these little pesky things. But if you have to put glue on all these little pesky things and there's too much glue on, you just tap it on a piece of paper and then it doesn't like go everywhere. So let me grab a piece of paper, scrap paper out of the, hang on. You just pop it off and then, I'm gonna put it right there. Thank you. Thank you guys. I didn't say that just to get kudo happy anniversaries from you. I just thought I'm sad that I didn't get to go on our little vacation. But I'm not that sad because we might go somewhere even more fun. You know. I think I put it right in here. Hold your breath. Ooh. Oop, did that get up there? It's not getting all those little darn edges. You know, you could paint the glue on, maybe to get all this junk, but I don't know if it really matters. It's going to be in a journal. You're not going to look at it probably except for 5 times in the whole lifetime of it, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. Oh, helps when you do that. Okay. Again, we're just going to plop, plop, get it off of there, maybe right here. This would look really pretty with white, you know, reading stuff around there, you know. Oh, I wondered about you. Okay. Let's see, what else do I have to put on here? Anything? Oop, I didn't get the glue lid back on. Shame on me. I don't know. I think if I use white pen and just write around here about my childhood, and you know, we had much more snow when we were young than we do now, honestly. And it's kind of sad. The environment has changed so much that, and then this, that did not smear. Yay me. So I'll probably write a little bit about, you know, why I have these on this page. What time is it? Let's see. What time did I start? 3? Well, I can stop early, but anyway, I am gonna stop early. I'll write off screen all the stuff to fill in the blank. I mean, I might even put little blocks on this page because it's kind of busy, and then on this one. I'll just write in and around. But I just love the memories. When you go back through a journal and you just find this one is my prompt today that I did, and there is a flip through. I love having something to go by, you know. I did this in my group, and I just think it's so fun just to have, you know, little memories. You know, we love to cruise and friends and, you know, that kind of stuff. I mean, my gardening, doing what we love. I love that, having that little blurb of your life in that moment, in that year. So I encourage you all to do it as well. And so there you go. Anyway, thanks for being here, guys. If you didn't give me thumbs up, please do. I would appreciate it. I know it's not been, you know, it wasn't like a fantastic one. So, but, you know, it does help. And if you want to see more from me, come back. I'm here on Mondays at 7:30, or yeah, Mondays at 7:30 Central, Thursdays at 3 Central. And I might be changing those times. I don't know. I thought I might, and then I should have like first up, but okay, whatever. And then if you want to see more from me, ring the bell and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Happy New Year. Remember, your day is full of choices, so choose joy. Later, Gator.